Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking Thursday morning. Hope you're doing well. Robin, I've known you long enough that you come up with ideas like all the time. And once in a while, there'll be somebody walking past the window here at the mall, and they'll have something, and you'll say, oh my gosh, that was my idea when my children were little, which was like 40 years ago.
Exactly.
So you have these ideas, and some of those things you could have cashed in on, and other ideas you have cashed in on. You are an entrepreneur, and you are a woman, so you are a perfect person for this next topic. Sharon Miller is on the phone. She's been with us before. She's the head of small business at Bank of America, and the 2017 Bank of America Women Business Owner Spotlight Study is what she's talking to us about. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from San Antonio, Texas.
Oh my gosh! Did you get hit by that storm? Or I know Houston was I don't know the geography of Texas very well. Is it close?
Yeah, we're close. I mean, we're about a 3-hour drive from Houston, so not right on top of it. But we certainly had rain, but nothing like the devastation that happened in Houston. And certainly, I know there in Florida, where you are, we've been hit by some weather over the past month. Yeah.
We to Houston is kind of like us to the Keys, so they got the brunt of it, and we got some of it, So. Anyway, good morning. Thank you.
I used to live right there in Tampa. I know that it seems to miss there. I know, and it was going right for it.
Yeah, Tampa got hit too. Yeah, Robin, just to get on track here with the topic, Robin is an entrepreneurial lady. I don't know if we've ever shared that with you before, but she's got ideas coming out of both ears.
We got ideas, but we don't have any cash.
So what did the study show you? Do you know? I wonder about this though. Do women sometimes shy away from pursuing making money with an idea? Like Robin had some ideas. I remember she was telling me, and she just did them for herself and her family, and then later on she found somebody made money with those same ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, what we found, and this was the second time we have pulled out the data, in particular around women. I mean, we've been doing this survey for the past 5 years, and of course, we've been helping clients at Bank of America for over 200 years. So we've got some history here, and we serve 3 million small business clients across the United States. And what we found in this annual spotlight of the small business owners, particularly with women, is that really the rules of business are changing, and women are at the forefront of this transformation, whether it be, they believe that more women are going to be in the C-suite over the next 20 years, or that they, feel good about work-life balance, their business year over year, prospects for revenue growth, that's increasing. So all across the board, we found women's level of optimism to be very, very strong in this year's study.
Do you think the women that are regaling in this is because they're older, their children are growing, and now they have time to devote to another project? Because to me, raising my 2 children was the most important thing, and I wasn't going to sway from that.
Absolutely. I mean, look, we, I think that kind of goes back to the balance issue and whether or not, we can achieve balance and have it all. I mean, I'm a mother as well of two children, and just last night I had a conversation with my daughter. She has a big play at her school. I looked at my calendar. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm out of town that day. And so, the conversation's going to be next. Look, no one's going to remember if I was in this meeting 10 years from now, but my daughter's certainly going to remember if I was in this play that she's been studying, right? I mean, she's just, so I'll have that conversation, with my boss. And you know what? The company's going to be supportive of that decision. And I think with women or just families in particular, being a small business owner, it empowers you. You have those choices to make. So if I own my own business, I wouldn't have to check in with my boss to say, is it okay? No, I could just make that decision, right? So I think it's actually empowering. And that's what we saw in the last survey when we talked about, how does being a business owner make you feel? And I think having the flexibility that small business owners do, look, they put their heart and soul into what they do every single day. But the good news is they can make choices and they don't have to go to anyone and ask, right? I mean, they can just do it.
That's exactly right.
I think that's powerful.
Yeah, I think entrepreneurs, both men and women, who are dedicated to whatever it is they've created to make money for themselves with, don't count the hours, and they don't do the 40-hour, 80-hour. They don't even count it. But what they do, they just work until everything is done. But the good part of that is they can stop in the middle of it when they want, if it's possible. I guess it's not possible if you're a tree surgeon right now because there's so many trees that are down.
That's right.
You can't really stop.
Absolutely.
But I mean, for the most part, you can say, all right, I got my daughter's play at noon today, and I'm just going to take a break and go do that. But I think the amount of hours you put in are way more than a full-time worker.
Absolutely, and we do see that 61% of the women that we survey, we asked, are you working more than 40 hours a week? Of course they are. And you know what, the great thing, I fly all over the country, meet with our clients in every single community across the United States, and what I hear from our clients most of all is, it didn't feel like work. I mean, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
When you are doing what you love, right? I mean, it's like, so what do I have to work? It's not even work. It's what I love. It's my passion. It's my business. It's my future. It's a legacy I'll leave to my children or to my family or to my community, right? So I think all of that comes together, and it just helps in that work-life balance and feeling fulfilled from being a business owner.
And I think, too, I mean, everybody, there was always a stigma years ago, men and women, they were at different levels and things, but I don't think, I think everybody's, has grown up now. We're all grown-ups. We're all here for the greater good, so we might as well work together and put all of this pettiness behind us. So I think that's what's happening also.
I think so, and I think women in general, their outlook, and I know mine is, right. I mean, I'm a woman. I'm optimistic. I feel like, women can do anything. I have a daughter. We just talked about her with her play, and when I read the spotlight, some of the things that really stuck out to me as a mother is that over the next 20 years, 80% of our respondents believe that there will be just as many women or more in the STEM fields, which is, has been in the past perhaps, you think of men in those types of fields, of science, technology, engineering, math. But the women are saying, look, over the next 20 years, I think 80% believe will be just as many. And then you've got also just around the C-suite. Today, in Fortune 500 companies, it's less than 10% of women are CEOs. And they believe that it'll either match or exceed men over the next 20 years, which is a huge increase. So all of these things are good news for our daughters over the next 20 years as they're coming up and getting into business. And so I think at the beginning, Robert, you asked about is it because women are kind of filling it? Well, look, we survey all ages, right? So millennials to every generation, and we do see themes, and it doesn't matter what generation you're in. People are starting businesses, they are loving what they do, and there's true optimism out there.
Are the banks? I don't even know how to ask this question, but do banks? Let me give you an example. Last week I had a toothache. I went to a dentist, and it's a new dentist for me, and there wasn't a man in there. The dentist was a lady. It's her business. All of her helpers were ladies.
I know her.
Do you know her?
And rule the world.
So I'm thinking when she had her education and she was ready to open her office, she must have needed a loan. And I'm trying to get to the bank part of this. Do banks typically look at women, at least nowadays, with no difference? Are there blinders on? Do they not care? You're a woman. You're going to be a dentist. Good. Here's the money, and good luck. Does that happen?
Absolutely. Look, we want to look at the business, the ability to pay. I mean, whether it doesn't matter, man, woman, whatever diverse nationality, it doesn't matter. Look, we want to look at the business. We want to understand what you do. And actually, you bring up dentists. I mean, Bank of America has one of the best healthcare lending out there in the country across this nation. So if you're a dentist, doctor, veterinarian, we extend credit to you every single single day in a big way, one of the largest in the country. When you look at the operating capital that we lend to businesses, so if I'm a dentist or if I own a restaurant, the operating capital we lend to business, we are number one in the United States. And so us and our ability to extend credit, Bank of America, that increases every single year. We lent more in the first half of this year than we have, since previous to the financial crisis. So our lending business is up. Small business owners are asking for capital. We are here to facilitate that and provide capital so that we can help local economies.
I love that.
So we can help the environment, all those things. So that's what we do every day, and that's what gets me going.
America is great. Look at that.
Exactly.
I mean, we couldn't do this in every country, right? Oh my gosh.
No, we couldn't. Look, we sponsor women from across the globe. I was just in an event last week around the Global Ambassador Program. Women across this globe are not given the same opportunities. Men too, right? We live in a great country where we are there to get. We can do anything, and so I think we've got to think about that too, and put it all in perspective.
I love that, Sharon. I love your message. I love the optimism of it, and who wouldn't want their wives, their sisters, to be able to achieve anything that they've got their heart set on. I love what your message is. So, what do we leave with? A website?
Yeah, you can go to bankofamerica.com, and there's a small business tab at the front of the page, or you can go to bankofamerica.com, /small business, and you can access the report. There's also some great tools on the site for business owners, whether they're just starting out or very established business. So go check it out. It's really great. Wow. And you can click right there and make an appointment with one of our bankers. And so that's to me very, very important.
I would love to hear from the women who got the ball rolling right now because they were kind of inspired by this conversation. Yeah. They go to your site, they say, you know what, I could do this. I've wanted to open a bakery forever or a salon of some sort. Or we had a lady on the other day that opened a garage, a mechanic. She's a mechanic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Construction owner. I was just in Chicago on this Global Ambassador Program last week, and I was on a panel with a woman who had one of the largest construction businesses in Chicago, and I thought, wow, this is, again, back to STEM, like we can do anything.
Yeah.
And so I really feel like those are everything's out there, and the world is ours.
Sharon, always,
I love that
always
quote.
good to talk to you, and I love the optimism. I love everything you just said. Thank you for being on the air with us today. We probably went over. I think Ted's pulling his hair out right now. We gotta go to the next one. Thank you, thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, sunshine mixing with clouds, high 86 to 90. Partly cloudy Thursday night. There may be a shower or thunderstorm late tonight near the coast. Low 69 inland, 76 along the coast. For Friday, intervals of clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm in parts of the area, high 85 to 89. Saturday, times of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm, high 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
How would you like to win a new home and make a difference for Hospice of Marion County, the only not-for-profit hospice in the county? On Top of the World and Hospice are offering you a chance to win a brand new home right here in Ocala. All proceeds benefit Hospice of Marion County. Purchase your raffle entries for a chance to win a brand new home for only $100 at homefreeprize.com. The more you buy, the better your chance of winning. For complete rules and regulations and to purchase your entries, visit homefreeprize.com. That's homefreeprize.com. Certain restrictions apply. Must be 18 years of age or older to enter. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
All prizes donated. No purchase or contribution is necessary to win. Random drawing to be supervised by an independent auditor and held at 6 p.m. on November 2nd, 2017 at Circle Square Cultural Center, Hospice of Marion County, 3231 Southwest 34th Avenue, Ocala, Florida, 34474. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's really not a bad-looking day out there. If you've got family or friends in Puerto Rico, our thoughts and prayers are with you and with your families. And probably some of our guests this morning will have some connection with Puerto Rico, I'm guessing. All right, let's see. What do we have here? First of all, there's a kind of a warning from the Florida Chief Financial Officer, Jimmy Patronis. He says that if you have had damage from Hurricane Irma and you're a homeowner, he's warning you against allowing contractors to handle their claims through a relatively obscure process known as assignment of benefits.
Oh.
He calls it a scheme. He said it involves policyholders signing over the administration of their claims to contractors.
Oh.
Then the contractor agrees to begin repairs immediately without first consulting with the insurance adjuster. That might be bad news because the insurance company might say, no, we don't handle that. So if a claim is underpaid or rejected completely and the guy or gal, whatever, the contractor has already done the work, then they hire a lawyer to file a lawsuit against the insurance company in your name. So now you are technically suing your insurance company because he overpassed the middleman, I guess, so to speak. Oh. I'm just paraphrasing what it says here from his warning. Assignment of benefits claims have led to a flood of lawsuits in Florida in recent years, causing insurance premiums to rise. So I guess don't do that. We want things to be as quick as possible. I think the solution to the problem, if your insurance company does not cover something or part of something that's been damaged, at least from what I understand, the declaration of disaster that the president signed and that the governor asked for frees up some of that FEMA money for you. So let's say your insurance pays 80% of it. Well, 20% could be a lot of money.
Exactly.
20% in percentage-wise seems small, but it could be, a couple $1,000s or more. Mm-hmm. So it would be in your best interest to go through your insurance company first, get it all taken care of first. I know it's going to be a little bit of a delay between that point and getting the work done, and you want to see it's one of those circumstances where I kind of don't blame people for saying, yeah, go ahead, do it. But it's not a good idea, according to Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning. There are a number of public adjusters here in Marion County, and they are advocates for the homeowner, not for the insurance company. So that's who you want to talk to, is a public adjuster.
There you go. Appreciate that information.
Yeah,
that's
it'll
true
be
too.
In the yellow pages.
I mean, you're making a good point too, because a lot of times the insurance adjuster is on the insurance company's side and not necessarily yours. So yeah, you're making a really good point there too, Jim. Wow, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? You try to do the right thing, and then the reality hits you in the face. And you realize you have to sometimes do exactly what Jim is saying. Well, thank you, Jim.
All right, have a good day.
I appreciate that.
And we've been posting on Facebook every day all these press releases from FEMA, urging people to go through their insurance companies first and then call the FEMA hotline, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or go on online and then tell them what the insurance guy said, and then they'll help you with the rest of the damage cost. Or if you don't have insurance at all, go ahead and contact FEMA right away. Let's see, we just posted one now that up in Gainesville, FEMA is going to be there tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Cone Park Branch Library. And if you would like to go there, speak to FEMA directly, you can. If not, there are phone numbers that we posted on this notification directly to FEMA. So FEMA's, trying to urge everybody, it's going to be a while, but it's not going to be that long. And, just go call them and they'll be able to help.
I wonder if FEMA can help. I know Puerto Rico's part of the U.S., but it's not a state. I wonder if that affects the ability for FEMA to help those folks.
Ooh, that's a good thought.
100% of that. What do we call it? What is 100% of Puerto Rico territory? U.S. territory. 100% without electricity. Wow.
I imagine that FEMA will be involved with that too, because it is a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
So I
the strongest hurricane to hit Puerto Rico in more than 80 years destroyed hundreds of homes, knocked out power across the entire island, and turned some streets into rivers in an onslaught that could plunge the territory deeper into financial crisis. Yeah, they've been having some money problems too. Yeah,
they have. They've been wanting us to bail them out. So,
U2 singer Bono is in the news.
Okay. What is he doing now?
See, now I used to like Bono, and I used to like U2 because I liked their music, but then he started getting political. The same thing with Stephen Colbert. I liked his comedy, then he started getting political.
Yes.
Anyway.
I know.
Bono says his habit of reaching across the political spectrum to work for causes he believes in has stretched with the election of Donald Trump. The upcoming album, titled Songs of Experience, tells, according to Bono, is something to do with Trump's election and the Brexit vote in Great Britain. Well, I would prefer he stay with the Brexit issue.
Yeah.
I have an opinion on that. Because a lot of people who make statements about Trump, hey, Trump's got his faults too, but a lot of things they say they're not even true. I mean, where's anything that says he's a racist or a homophobe or an anti-Semite? Where's that stuff coming from?
Exactly.
I don't see that at all. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Larry and Robin.
Hiya, Frank.
Okay, Puerto Rico gets wiped out. So what do? Got to make them a state so they can have all the entitlements that the other 50 do?
Maybe. I don't know.
Kind of a sorry way to become a state.
Well, I'm sure they
didn't. Thank you, Larry, Robin.
Hey, thank you, Frank. I'm sure they didn't plan it, obviously.
No.
But maybe that's what has to happen. I don't know. Or maybe we'll say, if you were, I don't know. I think maybe you're right, Robin, that probably the benefits are all there. Good morning. You're on the air.
Morning, guys.
Hey, you.
My stepdaughter's husband has a family in Puerto Rico, and they're unable to get in touch with them. According to the Weather Channel, real early this morning, they live back not in San Juan, but back up in the hills in the mountains, and they had over 4 feet of rain up there. So I don't know, everything's washed away. That didn't blow away, and it's really a very serious, terrible situation. But there's a lot of anxiety for people back here in the States who have loved ones back there that there's no way you can get in touch with them.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a really frustrating situation. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Let's hope that.
So let's just hope and pray for the best there. There'll be a lot of aid sent over there and everything else. It's a Commonwealth. It should be, whether it is or not. But this sure has been a heck of a season for storms, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're calling it Whirlwind 3. Did you hear that? Whirlwind 1 was Harvey. Whirlwind 2. It sounds like World War.
Yeah.
Whirlwind 3.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
But these places look like they've been through a war,
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. The pictures I saw from Puerto Rico look horrible. And Houston.
And the earthquake.
And Key West.
And don't forget the earthquake.
Yeah, that wasn't a window. That was a...
No, but it was still a disaster.
Thank you, Hugh. All right, we're up against the break. Let's take that break. Gail and Uno from Life South coming up in just a bit.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Power's out across Puerto Rico, and there's destruction like they've never seen before from Hurricane Maria. USA Today reporter Rick Jervis tells Fox Business Network.
If you don't have a backup generator, you don't have power. Cell phone towers are down for most of the networks. And a lot of these neighborhoods in the more rural areas are really devastated and really need search and rescue teams going in there.
The storm is passing by the Dominican Republic now, moving toward Turks and Caicos. The Securities and Exchange Commission's revealing a computer hack last year.
In a statement, the chair says they learned just last month that the hacked material was possibly used for illegal trading. The SEC says the hackers got into its filing system, which processes nearly 2 million electronic filings from companies in any given year.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Worried you're one of the millions whose identity may have been compromised in the recent breach? Be one of the millions who trust their identity protection to LifeLock. We use proprietary technology to detect a range of threats to your identity, from your personal information appearing on the dark web to payday loans in your name and a wide range of other threats. And if there's a problem, our identity restoration specialists will work to fix it. They know the steps to take and calls to make to resolve problems. Of course, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but rest assured that LifeLock has been helping people come out on the bright side of identity theft for over a decade. Join starting at $9.99 plus applicable taxes. Signing up online takes only minutes. Go to lifelock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock to get 10% off when you enter promo code NEWS. That's promo code NEWS. LifeLock. More detection. More protection.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision only uses quality parts and doesn't take shortcuts like some other companies. They take pride in getting the job done right and in a timely manner. They specialize in insurance claims, and they